Gold is all around us, ensuring reliable functionality of our electronic devices. These days, there could be more gold in a landfill than in a mine. But the informal extraction of these precious materials can be a very polluting process carried out at toxic dumps. Gold is one of the precious metals gotten from e-waste recycling. Some other precious metals include copper, palladium, aluminium, and tin. Little wonder why only about 17% of global e-waste ends up in the hands of formal recyclers. The rest, in the hands of informal recyclers and landfills, which when improperly dismantled are harmful to health, soil, and underground water. Leader Network paid a visit to one of Nigeria's largest e-waste recycling plant, E-Terra in Festac, Lagos. Their main focus: reduce, reuse, and recycle of electronic wastes. Your old computers, TV sets, hard drives, and even bulbs are classified as e-waste. Embedded in them are these precious metals, exactly what the informal recyclers burn things like cables and wires to get the copper from them, while constituting harm to the environment.
They extract those components that is important to them. Then there's others when they discard it into the environment.
Some of the major challenges that we face in the industry is actually having access, you understand, to this e-waste. It's a problem. It's a fundamental problem. If over 70% of the e-waste is in the hands of informal people, then you can imagine what then comes to a company like E-Terra.
We need to all pay closer attention to how we individually and corporately dispose our e-waste. As you may know, for example, hard drives pulled from computers or servers come with an added challenge of security, as the formatting of these hard drives do not guarantee expunging of your sensitive data. For your data to be properly and completely wiped out, it could go through degaussing, a process used to wipe out 90% of information from hard drives. And then the other 10% relies on crushing, or a process called destructive destruction.
There are some institutions that are very, 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 very careful, and such institutions says they don't even want us to transport their hard drives from where they are to our site, but they want us to come and deliver that service over there. We have a truck, a mobile data destruction truck that we actually use to provide that service. We've actually moved this to Abuja and several other places to deliver service to the likes of the World Bank Group. You know, the whole idea of degusting is to ensure that at least you are able to wipe the data, you understand, embedded in those sensitive media storage devices by about 90%.
The volume of e-waste generated globally has increased steadily over the past decade, and if these trends continue, we will have to deal with the 110 metric tons e-waste every year. The global e-waste recycling market is estimated at $55.3 billion in 2022, according to BCC Research. Unfortunately, a sizable part of this is managed by the informal sector, causing health issues such as increased lung damage, risk of cancer, amongst others. Based on a partnership between Extended Producer Responsibility Organization of Nigeria and Google, these centers can be found on Google Maps. Treating and disposing of hazardous materials embedded in these e-waste can be both dangerous and expensive. Recyclers constantly have to upgrade machines to keep up with the changing technology.
This is what we call the bulb recycling facility. At the end, once the filters are full, you know, we have a recycling partner. We work closely with closing the loop. Closing the loop, and we have a mercury recycling partner in the Netherlands. So they are the one that offtake this from us, and then they are able to retrieve the mercury from that, and then we will get a new filter. Till date, we've shredded about 1,161.1 kg of bulb. So that is, and the estimated quantity of mercury here should be close, and the embedded should be like about 45, is it 45 kg? Yes. About 45 kg.
Meanwhile, not all equipment that come to E-Terra are shredded.
The only downstream part of what we do, you understand, and refurbish some near end of life items. Once they are done, then we can then move them. So most of the time we donate them as to charities and also to schools, etc. So that, you know, the cost of equipments are very expensive now, but at the end of the day, they use them, you understand, and they are very happy.
While recycling companies like E-Terra are contributing their quota to the actualization of SDG 12, which involves responsible production and consumption, challenges still persist.
Our facility here, the capacity is underutilized, you understand? So because most of these things are actually not getting here, they are getting to the informal people, etc. as a result. So if more e-waste, you understand, could come in here, then at the end of the day, you can imagine that, you know, the recycling part of the business will be more profitable, because we will now be able to recover a lot of valuables, you understand, and then that way we can then sell them off, you understand, to most of these are recycling partners and make more money.
This can be managed through policy enforcement, which till the time of publication is yet to be gazetted. While recyclers are facing all these challenges, e-waste is only expected to increase by 38% over the next decade. So, is there a way to make e-waste recycling easier?
If the enforcement is put in place for producers to pay according to their market share, then we don't have a problem. The funding will be there to finance the system, and the volumes will be there for the people to treat. So basically, what they need is that appropriate regulation that we guarantee, which is what they do in every other country that is practicing the EPL system.